our voices are, our bodies are. Okay, so what do I always say? Show me, don't tell me, right? Show me you know how to do those.
I'm the imposter.
So today is fairy tale day. And we're going to read Alice in Wonderland. Who's heard of Alice in Wonderland?
I don't like that one.
You think she's a princess?
I don't like that one.
Well, let's read about her and see if you'll change your mind, okay? So this is Alice in Wonderland. Look at all those colors on that page. Ready? So one summer's day, Alice and her kitten, Dinah, were listening as Alice's sister read aloud from a history book. But Alice was getting very sleepy. She was dreaming of a world where cats and rabbits wore clothes and lived in a little house. She picked up Dinah and climbed down from the tree. Just then, a white rabbit clutching a large watch came scurrying along. Remember scurrying on our word wall? The white rabbit looked at his watch as he ran past Alice, muttering, "I'm late, I'm late!" "How curious," gasped Alice. "What could a rabbit possibly be late for?" "Please," she cried, "wait for me." But the rabbit didn't stop. I'm late, he cried, and disappeared into a large hole at the foot of the tree. Alice was now very curious. She squeezed into the dark hole and crawled after him. She's brave, isn't she? Suddenly, Alice found herself falling down, down, down. Luckily, her dress ballooned out, so she began to float. When she landed gently at the bottom, the white rabbit was just disappearing through a tiny door. Alice tried the doorknob. "Oh!" cried a voice. The doorknob was speaking. "I'm looking for the white rabbit," said Alice. "Please let me through." "Sorry, you're much too big," replied the doorknob. "Try the bottle on the table over there." Alice saw the bottle, labeled "Drink Me," and tasted a little. Soon she had finished every drop. Then she began to shrink. What does shrink mean? Get tiny. Alice became so tiny that she was able to get through the little door. On the other side of the door, Alice found herself in the strangest place. There were talking birds and walking fish, bread and butterflies, and other most unusual insects. Then Alice saw the white rabbit through the trees in the distance, but her way was suddenly blocked by two little fat men, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. "My name is Alice," she said, "and I'm curious to know where the white rabbit is going." The two little men both began talking at the same time. Alice couldn't understand what they were saying, so she simply set off in another direction. Walking along, Alice heard singing. She turned to see a toothy smile and a pair of eyes. As Alice looked more closely, an odd-looking cat with purple stripes appeared. "I'm Alice, and I'm looking for the white rabbit," she said. "Which way should I go?" "I'm the Cheshire Cat," said the odd-looking cat, "and if I was looking for a white rabbit, I'd ask the Mad Hatter or the March Hare. That way." And he pointed toward a path in the forest. So Alice followed the path and soon heard the Mad Hatter and the March Hare singing. What's a hare? A rabbit. Another type of rabbit. They were having tea at a big table set with many plates. "We're having an unbirthday party," said the Mad Hatter. "We only have one birthday a year, so there are 364 unbirthdays." Alice laughed out loud. "Why, then today is my unbirthday too," she announced happily. "It is?" said the Mad Hatter. "What a small world." Tipping his hat in honor of Alice, he removed from under it a lovely unbirthday cake, which he presented to her with a flourish. Then the Mad Hatter and the March Hare joined hands and danced around her, singing a very merry unbirthday song. Suddenly, a dormouse jumped out of a teapot and ran around the table. "Catch him!" called the Mad Hatter. No time, I'm late."
Now you're in through, time to go.
White rabbit magically appearing and then magically disappearing into the distance.
Now you're in
"Wait!" shouted Alice. By now, Alice was tired of the strange ways of Wonderland. I'm going home, she said, and just as a door in the nearby tree opened. Stepping through it, Alice found herself in the palace gardens. She was amazed to see 2 playing cards painting white roses with red paint. And there was the White Rabbit announcing, "The Queen of Hearts!" The Queen walked up to Alice and said, "Do you play croquet?" Yes, Your Majesty," said Alice. "Then let the games begin," ordered the Queen. Alice had never seen such a curious croquet game before. The balls were hedgehogs, and the mallets were flamingos. Who loves flamingos?
Me.
I know it. As the Queen was about to take a shot with her flamingo, the Cheshire Cat appeared. The Queen's flamingo panicked. In the confusion, the Queen lost her balance and fell over. She was furious. "Off with her head!" she yelled at Alice. "Shouldn't I have a trial first?" Alice said. And so Alice was put on trial. The first witness was the March Hare. Then came the Dormouse, followed by the Mad Hatter. And then the Cheshire Cat appeared. "Look, Your Majesty," said Alice, "the Cheshire Cat." Immediately the Dormouse jumped out of his teapot. He ran up and down the courtroom squeaking, and everyone chased after him. The Queen began yelling at Alice again, "Off with her!" But before the Queen could finish, Alice said, "You don't frighten me. You're just a bad-tempered old queen." Then Alice fled the courtroom. Alice ran and was soon lost in a maze of hedges. She could still hear the Queen's voice, but it sounded very far away now, as if in a dream. Wonderland faded, and she could hear someone calling her. "Alice, please wake up. You've been asleep a very long time." It was her sister. Alice rubbed her eyes and woke up on a riverbank. "You've been dreaming," said her sister. "Oh, I have had such an exciting time," replied Alice. "There was a white rabbit, and I followed him, and—" "Never mind," said Alice's sister. "It's time to go home for tea." Alice picked up her kitten. "You know, Dinah," she said, "maybe I'll stay in the real world after all." The end. Do we all love Alice?
Yes.
You like Alice more now, Kaden? You still don't like Alice?
My mom was Alice when it was Halloween.
She was Alice for Halloween?
Yeah, and then it was Halloween.
Oh, that's cool. What was your favorite part about Alice? None of them?
None of it.
What was your favorite part, Hayden? Do you like the Mad Hatter?
No.
I think the Mad Hatter is my favorite. He's crazy. Kind of like me, right?
Yeah. You play.
I know it. Really cray-cray.
Yes.